It's Friday. Payday. Your direct deposit lands at 12:01 in the morning, and by Sunday night, it's gone. Not wasted, not gambled, just gone. Rent, the car payment, groceries, gas. You didn't do anything wrong. And that's the scary part, because you're not bad with money. You're just standing on the first rung of a ladder nobody ever showed you. Tonight, we climb it, all 5 rungs. This is where almost everyone starts. You sell your hours. $15 an hour, 25, 40. It doesn't matter how high the number climbs. The math never changes. There are 168 hours in a week, and you only own about 40 of them. Your income has a ceiling, and the ceiling isn't your boss. It's the clock, so you do what everyone does. You pick up overtime. You take the weekend shift. You trade more of your life for a little more money, and somehow you're still behind. Here's the first lesson of the ladder. Income that requires your presence has a built-in limit. You can raise the price of your hours. You cannot create more of them. Something has to change. Not how hard you work, but what your money does when you're not working. Everyone talks about earning more. Almost nobody talks about keeping. And here's the uncomfortable math. A person who earns $50,000 and keeps 10 is getting richer faster than a person who earns $100,000 and keeps nothing. The second rung isn't a raise. It's a wall between you and disaster. It starts small. $1,000 in an account you don't touch. Then 1 month of expenses. Then 3. It feels pointless. Money just sitting there. But it's not sitting there. It's doing the most important job in your financial life. Making sure a dead transmission is an inconvenience, not a catastrophe. The first time an emergency hits and you don't panic, that's the day money stops owning you. Lesson 2. Your savings rate beats your salary. Wealth isn't what you earn, it's what you keep. But something eats everything you keep. It sits in your wallet, quiet, plastic, smiling. The average American credit card charges over 20% interest. The stock market, historically, returns about 10, which means every dollar of card debt you carry is an investment running backwards at double speed. Look at the trade you're offered. The bank pays you 0.5% to hold your money and charges you 24 to borrow it back. Same building, same lobby, different math. Paying off a 20% debt isn't boring. It's a guaranteed 20% return. No stock on earth can promise you that. Lesson 3, you can't climb a ladder with an anchor on your ankle. Kill the high interest debt first. Everything else can wait. Now the ladder gets interesting, because until now, every dollar you earned required you to show up. Level 4 is where that breaks. You take a skill, something you're genuinely good at, and you detach it from your time. You build something once and sell it 100 times. A product, a service, a channel. Something small on the side that earns while you're not looking at it. And the first time it works, it's almost insulting. You wake up, check your phone. You made $3 overnight. $3. But it doesn't feel small. It feels like a door opening, because those $3 didn't need your hours. They needed your work once. Lesson 4, a raise makes you richer this month. An asset that earns without you makes you richer forever. So stop asking, how much do I make per hour? And start asking, how much do I make per hour I'm not working? Which brings us to the top rung. Ownership. This is where your money gets a job. Index funds, dividends, equity, boring, quiet machines that buy tiny pieces of real businesses. Businesses full of people who clock in every morning, while a fraction of that effort flows back to you. At first, it's nothing. Your portfolio buys you one coffee a month. Then one day, it covers the groceries. Then the car insurance. Then the rent. And you realize something strange. Money doesn't sleep. It doesn't call in sick. It doesn't ask for a raise. It just works 24 hours a day. If you own it, the wealthy aren't smarter than you. They just move their money from the spending pile to the owning pile, one transfer at a time, for years. Lesson 5, every dollar you own is an employee. Hire as many as you can, so that's the ladder. Trading time, keeping, killing the negative, leverage, ownership. Notice what was never mentioned? Luck, talent, a 6-figure salary. The janitor works harder than the shareholder. The difference was never effort. It's which rung your money stands on. You don't climb it in a year. You climb it one decision at a time. Keep a little more, kill the anchor, build one thing, buy one asset, same 40 hours, same paycheck, different ladder, and the view from the top isn't a yacht. It's a Tuesday morning where nobody owns your time but you.